Have you seen my video on the amazing medieval altarpiece that survived the English Reformation and is now at Thornham Parva Church in Suffolk? This panel painting, dating from the 1330s, was probably painted for the Dominican Priory, the House of Blackfriars at Thetford in Norfolk, which was founded in 1335. It is a retable, an altarpiece that went behind and provided a devotional focus for the priests celebrating Mass at the altar. When originally made, however, it was not a solitary piece, but it had a matching painted panel that formed an altar frontal that covered the lower part of the altar. What is extraordinary is that frontal survives too, and is now in the Musée de Cluny in Paris. Now, the House of Blackfriars at Thetford was dedicated to the Blessed Virgin Mary, and the Musée de Cluny frontal has iconography that reflects that dedication. Panels with narrative scenes depicting the life of the Virgin Mary. There is a scene depicting St Anne, the mother of the Virgin Mary, teaching her daughters to read. They both stood at a lectern and Mary is learning to read from the scriptures. The words in Latin are words from Psalm 45, Psalm 44 in the Latin Vulgate. Hearken, O daughter, and see, and incline your ear, for the King has desired your beauty. Words that in the Middle Ages were thought to refer to Mary. There's also an image of the Nativity, in this case a category of nativity scene that was popular in medieval England and was referred to in Middle English as Our Lady in Jessin, Our Lady in Childbed. Continuing that theme, there's an image of the Adoration of the Magi, with the wise men presenting their gifts to a very lively looking Christ child. Sat on his mother's lap, he presents to her, the second Eve, a golden apple. Lastly, there is an image of the Dormition, the falling asleep of the Virgin, with the apostles all surrounding her deathbed. Standing beside and over her is Christ, who in an image that inverts in a sense the images of the Nativity, has him cradling the soul of his mother under his arm. This is an image that is very uncommon in Western art. There is a lot that visually links this panel in Paris to the Thornham Parva retable. They have the same colour palette, the same hand at work in the depiction of faces and hands, and the same postures and gestures in the figures, even the same decorative backgrounds and frame. Now, the frontal in Paris has been cut down at one end and is missing one of its scenes, probably the Annunciation. Were it still to remain, the frontal would be precisely the same length as the Thornham Parva retable, again confirming the link of the two pieces. How on earth, you may be asking, did this frontal survive the English Reformation and end up in Paris, so far from East Anglia where it was painted? Well, that is truly anybody's guess. The only provenance for the piece is that it was purchased by the museum in 1864. The history between the dissolution of Thetford Blackfriars in 1538 and 1864 is a complete blank. Just to finish, this is a reconstruction of what these two objects would have looked like when they were first made and used together and graced the high altar of the Blackfriars Church in Thetford. How glorious it would be if these two works of art could be joined together again. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this channel, you're bound to enjoy my magazine, The Antiquary. Published every month, it is a labour of love for me, and in it I explore some of the more obscure aspects of our shared history, all beautifully illustrated in full colour. It ships across the world, is offered in print and digital format, and readers give it 5 stars on Google. If you love your history like me, particularly the history of objects, buildings, people and places, why not consider subscribing? Subscribing helps support my work and the channel too. There's a link above and in the video description that takes you to the magazine website.